Have you ever wondered why some days your joints ache more than others, even when you're not doing anything different? What if the secret to soothing that pain isn't in your medicine cabinet, but right on your plate? For millions living with arthritis, chronic inflammation is the invisible culprit behind the stiffness, swelling, and persistent discomfort. But here's the good news. Food can be a powerful ally in the fight against joint pain, especially when you choose the right kind of protein. When most people think of protein, they imagine grilled chicken or steak. But emerging research from institutions like the Arthritis Foundation and Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health has shown that certain plant-based proteins not only fuel your body, but also contain compounds that actively fight inflammation. That's right. Nature packed some of its best anti-inflammatory warriors into everyday foods that are delicious, affordable, and healing. Arthritis is not just one condition. It's actually an umbrella term for over 100 different joint disorders that cause pain, stiffness, and swelling. The most common types are osteoarthritis, which involves the gradual wear and tear of cartilage, and rheumatoid arthritis, an autoimmune condition where the body mistakenly attacks its own joints. No matter the type, the result is often the same: chronic pain, reduced mobility, and a significant impact on quality of life. At the heart of most arthritis symptoms is something called chronic inflammation. Now, inflammation itself isn't always a bad thing. It's your body's natural way of protecting and healing itself. But when that response becomes ongoing, it starts to do more harm than good. In arthritis, this means the immune system continues to trigger inflammation in the joints even when there's no injury to heal. Over time, this leads to tissue damage, joint deformities, and persistent pain that can interfere with even the simplest tasks like buttoning a shirt or opening a jar. The symptoms of arthritis can vary, but the most common ones include joint pain, swelling, reduced range of motion, stiffness, especially in the morning, and fatigue. These symptoms don't just affect your body. They can also impact your mental and emotional well-being. Many people living with arthritis experience frustration, depression, or anxiety as they struggle to maintain independence and participate in the activities they love. But here's something many people don't realize. Your daily food choices can make a big difference. What you eat can either contribute to inflammation or help calm it down. And while there's no magical arthritis cure in food, a growing body of research supports the idea that an anti-inflammatory diet, rich in whole, plant-based foods, can help manage symptoms and improve joint function over time. This is where plant-based proteins come in. Not only do they help repair muscle and tissue, but many of them also contain natural anti-inflammatory compounds. Unlike some animal-based proteins that can trigger inflammation in sensitive individuals, these plant-powered options work with your body to support healing from the inside out. Up next, let's dive into why plant-based proteins are so effective for people dealing with arthritis, and what makes them a smart, healing choice for your joints. When we think of protein, we usually picture meat, eggs, or dairy. But what if the real healing power lies in plants? For those living with arthritis, switching to plant-based proteins isn't just a dietary trend. It can be a powerful way to naturally reduce pain and inflammation. So, how exactly do plant-based proteins help? First, let's talk about inflammation, the root of arthritis pain. Certain plant proteins contain anti-inflammatory compounds like polyphenols, flavonoids, and omega-3 fatty acids, which help calm the body's immune response. Unlike animal-based proteins, which can trigger inflammation in some people due to saturated fats and advanced glycation end products, AGEs, plant proteins do the opposite. They help reduce oxidative stress and promote healing. Take lentils or chia seeds, for example. These aren't just protein-rich, they're also packed with antioxidants, which combat harmful free radicals that contribute to joint damage. This dual action, providing protein and fighting inflammation, makes them uniquely powerful for arthritis sufferers. Now let's look at animal proteins for a moment. While lean meats like chicken or fish can be part of a healthy diet, excessive red meat, processed meats, and full-fat dairy have been linked to increased inflammation. These foods are often high in saturated fats and can trigger the release of pro-inflammatory compounds in the body. For people with arthritis, this can mean more joint swelling, more stiffness, and more discomfort. In contrast, plant-based proteins typically come with zero cholesterol, lower saturated fat, and a healthy dose of fiber, a nutrient that supports gut health, which in turn supports your immune system. A healthy gut can help regulate inflammation throughout the body. And let's not forget about the micronutrients. Plant-based sources of protein are rich in magnesium, potassium, folate, and vitamin E, all of which play roles in muscle function, nerve health, and inflammation control. Scientific research backs this up. A study published in the journal Frontiers in Nutrition, 2021, found that plant-based diets can significantly reduce levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of inflammation in the body. Another study from Harvard Medical School showed that diets high in fiber and phytonutrients are linked with lower rates of inflammatory diseases, including rheumatoid arthritis. And it's not just about removing harmful foods, it's about adding healing ones. Whole plant proteins often come as part of a larger nutritional package. For example, when you eat quinoa, you're getting all 9 essential amino acids, plus iron, zinc, and anti-inflammatory compounds. With chia seeds, you get protein and a healthy dose of ALA omega-3s, which are known to reduce joint pain and stiffness. It's also important to note that plant-based proteins are often easier on digestion, which is a big deal for people with autoimmune types of arthritis like rheumatoid arthritis or lupus. A calmer gut means a calmer immune system and less inflammation. In short, plant-based proteins offer a triple benefit for arthritis sufferers. They provide the protein your body needs to repair and stay strong. They come with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant compounds that fight pain naturally, and they support overall health without the inflammatory drawbacks of certain animal proteins. Up next, we'll reveal the top 3 plant-based proteins that offer the biggest benefits for arthritis relief, starting with one that's as humble as it is powerful. Let's dive in. Let's kick off our list with one of the most accessible and affordable superfoods, lentils. These tiny legumes pack a serious punch when it comes to protein, fiber, and joint-friendly nutrients. A 1-cup serving of cooked lentils provides about 18 grams of protein, along with 15 grams of fiber and a rich blend of vitamins and minerals, including folate, iron, magnesium, and potassium. These nutrients are essential not just for overall health, but specifically for muscle repair, bone strength, and immune support, all crucial for managing arthritis. But where lentils really shine is their anti-inflammatory power. They're rich in polyphenols, especially one called flavonoid procyanidin, which has been shown to reduce inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, CRP. In addition, the fiber in lentils feeds the good bacteria in your gut, which helps regulate inflammation throughout the body. A healthy gut equals a calmer immune system, exactly what you want when fighting arthritis flare-ups. One study from the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that older adults who consumed legumes regularly had less joint stiffness and pain, likely due to improved systemic inflammation and nutrient intake. Cooking lentils is incredibly easy. Red lentils cook in just 15-20 minutes and break down into a creamy texture, perfect for soups and stews. Green or brown lentils hold their shape and work well in salads or grain bowls. No soaking required, just rinse and simmer. Culturally, lentils have been a staple food for centuries in Indian, Middle Eastern, and Mediterranean diets. In Indian Ayurvedic tradition, they're considered balancing and healing, especially when combined with turmeric or ginger, both powerful anti-inflammatory spices. Fun fact, lentils are one of the oldest cultivated crops, dating back to 8000 BC. Talk about ancient wisdom meeting modern science. Bottom line, lentils are easy to prepare, rich in nutrients, and deeply supportive of joint health. Let's move to our second star, the mighty quinoa. Next up is quinoa, often referred to as a supergrain, but it's technically a seed, not a grain. What makes quinoa so unique is that it's a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids, a rarity in the plant kingdom. 1 cup of cooked quinoa delivers about 8 grams of protein, but the real magic lies in its anti-inflammatory nutrients. Quinoa is rich in quercetin and kaempferol, 2 plant antioxidants shown to lower inflammation and oxidative stress, both major contributors to joint pain and stiffness. Compared to wheat or rice, quinoa is gluten-free, making it a great option for those with sensitivities or autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis. Gluten can trigger inflammatory responses in some people, so quinoa is a safer, gentler alternative. It's also a fantastic source of magnesium, manganese, and zinc, minerals that support bone health, cartilage repair, and collagen production. Plus, the fiber in quinoa supports a healthy digestive system, which in turn helps regulate your immune response. A 2017 study in the journal Molecular Nutrition and Food Research found that quinoa's bioactive compounds helped reduce inflammatory markers in animal models of arthritis. While more human studies are still needed, the early findings are promising and support what many people have already discovered through experience. Quinoa is incredibly versatile. You can use it as a base for warm bowls, toss it in salads, add it to soups, or even use it in veggie patties. Try cooking it in vegetable broth instead of water for added flavor. Tip for maximum absorption: always rinse quinoa before cooking to remove saponins, which can irritate the gut. Soaking it for 15-30 minutes beforehand can also help with digestion. In South American cultures, especially in Peru and Bolivia, quinoa has been revered for centuries as the mother grain, believed to bring strength and endurance. Now, it's bringing that same resilience to arthritis warriors around the world. With quinoa in your kitchen, you're not just eating smart, you're fueling your joints with ancient healing energy. Ready for the third plant powerhouse? Let's talk about chia seeds. Tiny but mighty, chia seeds are one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet, and an absolute gift for people with arthritis. Just 2 tablespoons of chia seeds provide 5 grams of protein, 10 grams of fiber, and more omega-3 fatty acids, ALA, than salmon, gram for gram. And those omega-3s? They're crucial for reducing inflammation, lubricating joints, and relieving stiffness, especially in autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis. What's more, Chia seeds contain powerful antioxidants like chlorogenic acid and caffeic acid, which protect tissues from oxidative damage. The fiber in chia seeds also promotes gut health and helps maintain stable blood sugar levels, both important for keeping inflammation in check. A study published in the Journal of Molecular Nutrition showed that ALA omega-3s from chia can reduce the production of inflammatory cytokines, those chemical messengers that tell your body to stay inflamed. Less cytokine activity means less swelling, less pain, and greater mobility. Chia seeds are also hydration heroes. When soaked in liquid, they absorb up to 12 times their weight in water, forming a gel-like texture. This helps retain moisture in joints and connective tissue, improving flexibility and reducing morning stiffness, a common arthritis complaint. There are endless ways to use chia seeds. You can sprinkle them into smoothies, stir them into yogurt, mix them into oatmeal, or make a simple chia pudding by soaking them in almond milk overnight. Add cinnamon or berries for extra anti-inflammatory benefits. Want a quick recipe? Try mixing 2 TBSP chia seeds, 1-2 cup unsweetened almond milk, 1-4 TSP cinnamon, a handful of blueberries. Let it soak overnight for a ready-to-eat breakfast that fights inflammation while you sleep. Many athletes and ancient civilizations like the Aztecs and Mayans relied on chia seeds for energy and endurance. In fact, chia means strength in the Mayan language, a fitting name for a food that supports strong, pain-free joints. Whether you're just starting your arthritis healing journey or looking for new tools to add to your routine, chia seeds are an easy, no-fuss addition with big-time benefits. So now you know the top 3 plant-based proteins that can help soothe arthritis naturally. But how do you fit them into your daily life in a way that's simple, delicious, and arthritis-friendly? Let's start with a morning routine. Begin your day with a chia seed pudding, as mentioned earlier. It's quick, requires no cooking, and gives you a solid boost of protein, omega-3s, and fiber. Pair it with berries and a sprinkle of turmeric or cinnamon for even more inflammation-fighting power. For lunch, try a quinoa bowl. Cook quinoa with veggie broth, then top it with sautéed spinach, roasted sweet potatoes, lentils, and a drizzle of olive oil or tahini. Add in some turmeric or ginger for a tasty anti-inflammatory twist. At dinner, whip up a comforting lentil soup with carrots, celery, and garlic. You can also make a lentil and quinoa meatball to serve with whole grain pasta or zucchini noodles, perfect for reducing inflammation and supporting joint repair while keeping digestion smooth. Want a snack idea? Mix chia seeds into smoothies, or blend with almond milk and fruit for an energy-boosting, joint-supporting treat that travels well. If digestion is an issue, especially for those with rheumatoid arthritis, go slow and soak. Lentils can be soaked before cooking to reduce bloating, and quinoa should always be rinsed. Chia seeds should be pre-soaked to form that gel-like consistency that's easy on the stomach. For portion sizes, aim for 1-2 cup cooked lentils per meal, 1 to 1 cup cooked quinoa, 1 to 2 tablespoons of chia seeds daily. These amounts are enough to get the benefits without overwhelming the digestive system. Always listen to your body and adjust based on how you feel. By building your meals around these protein-rich, anti-inflammatory foods, you'll not only reduce arthritis pain, but also boost your energy, mood, and overall quality of life, naturally, one bite at a time. Now that you've got the top 3 plant-based proteins in your arthritis-fighting toolkit, let's amplify those benefits with a few expert-approved tips. First, don't underestimate the power of anti-inflammatory spices. Two of the best are turmeric and ginger. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound shown in multiple studies, including research from the Arthritis Foundation, to significantly reduce joint pain and swelling. Add a pinch to your lentil soup or sprinkle it into quinoa dishes. Ginger works similarly and adds a warm, zesty flavor to teas, stir-fries, or smoothies. Hydration is another key factor. Your joints are surrounded by synovial fluid, which needs plenty of water to stay thick and cushiony. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water daily, and try herbal teas like ginger or green tea for extra anti-inflammatory perks. Lifestyle matters too. Light movement, such as daily stretching, yoga, or walking, helps keep your joints flexible and your circulation flowing. Combine that with a plant-rich, protein-balanced diet, and you're creating a powerful environment for healing. We've also heard from viewers like Sarah in California, who said, "Adding lentils and chia seeds to my weekly meals has honestly changed my life. My joint pain has reduced, and I feel stronger every day." Or James from Texas, who shared, "Switching to plant proteins helped my digestion and inflammation. I haven't felt this good in years." Your journey may be different, but small steps like these can lead to big improvements. Keep experimenting, stay consistent, and celebrate every win, no matter how small. Let's do a quick recap before we wrap up. You've learned that not all proteins are created equal. Plant-based proteins offer a unique blend of nutrients and natural compounds that actively fight arthritis symptoms and promote joint health. Our top 3 picks: lentils, rich in plant protein, fiber, and anti-inflammatory polyphenols, great in soups, salads, and stews. Quinoa, a complete protein packed with antioxidants like quercetin and minerals like magnesium, perfect for bowls, salads, and even breakfast. Chia Seeds, loaded with omega-3s and fiber to reduce joint stiffness and keep your body hydrated from the inside out. Blend them into puddings, smoothies, or sprinkle over oatmeal. Incorporating these 3 plant-based powerhouses into your meals can help soothe inflammation, reduce pain, and support your body's healing process, naturally and deliciously. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these foods are you excited to try first? Have you already experienced benefits from plant-based eating? Drop your thoughts and stories in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip from Diabetes Care Academy, your go-to place for natural health solutions and smart, science-backed advice. Your journey to arthritis relief doesn't have to be complicated. With the right foods, a little guidance, and a lot of love for your body, you can feel stronger, more mobile, and more energized. Starting today,